Another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Jacob Degrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Now batting, Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, Lorenzo.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Brock Holt now. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
1 out, nobody on. Too high. 1-2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance. Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
And here's Christian Yelich now.
The right fielder.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Nimmo. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
That is Holt. The first baseman, number 8, Braun.
Standing in, Braun, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Nope.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Brandon Woodruff will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Amed Rosario. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, Dero, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Reined in. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 6.
At the plate, Jeff Mcneil, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Fielded cleanly, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Alonso is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Fouled away. Rosario at third with 2 away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mets leave 1. They're down 1-0. Stepping into the box, Omar Narvaez. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Narvaez.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 5th, the left fielder, number 24, Avisail Garcia.
So here's Avisail Garcia. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
That's a ball.
One out, nobody on. Two and 0. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. In previous duels with Degrom, he's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. That evens it up 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Into the box now, Michael Conforto. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Conforto.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Navarez corrals it, and the throw is in time. Conforto is retired, and there's one away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Grounder down the line at third, but this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 258 the average to begin play. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. And Braun will make the catch, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Next to bat, Orlando Garcia, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Brandon Woodruff.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The 2-0 is a fastball whiffed on for a strike.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
The 2-1 home. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Nimmo. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The batter, the second baseman, Holt.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man Brock Holt.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. And there's ball 1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
The 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
2 out with the man at first. Brock Holt now with a full count.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Brewers strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the third now. Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Yelich is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Degrom.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob Degrom. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
The 1-1. Left side, but well foul. The 1-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So striding in, Ahmed Rosario. Second at-bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at-bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Hit softly on the ground to third. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 3 innings complete. Milwaukee leads it 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. First offering on its way. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Ryan Braun now. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. A little bit outside. 2-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're up 1-0. So here's Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Brandon Nimmo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Jeff Mcneil will be the next to take a turn. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Cain will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, first baseman, Keith Alonso.
Striding in once again, Pete Alonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he'll dive back in. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
On a hefty swing there, but he gets on top of it and sends a little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They still trail 1-0. So here is Avisail Garcia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's Jed Jerko now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the belt, the pitch. Off speed pitch, good for strike 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in now, Orlando Garcia, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Brewers lead it 1-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Too high.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
A 1-1.
2-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no point.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 52.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1. And Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Ball even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So now to the plate, Jacob Degrom, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
From the stretch, skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia has a read on it, and that retires the side. Mets leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Top half of the 6th about to get started. So here now is the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Popped him up. Rosario is calling for it. 1 out.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. That bounces to the plate for ball 1. That misses 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Is in there for strike 1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball two. The 2-1 home.
Yep, that ball went out.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
A runner on first with two away. And he misses again, ball four, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Braun. He went down on strikes last time up. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Two men are on with two men out. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
And it's 1-2.
1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Here's the 1-2. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
In now, Omar Narvaez. Lifted into center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Brewers forced to settle for 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 2 and the Mets nothing. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Amed Rosario to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the Big Apple seats and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
There's an old saying in the game. They say solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Try and erase those negative thoughts and get right back in the zone. You still have the lead.
So here's Jeff Mcneil. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Brewers 2 and the Mets 1. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
New York Mets, number 38, Justin.
Now at the plate, Avisail Garcia. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. First offering on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And here's the 3rd baseman, Jed Jerko now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Wilson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-0. Popped him up. Mcneil has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping up to the plate, Orlando Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. And that misses 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. Davis brings it in. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. First pitch coming. Here it is. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
The 1-0. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Davis is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The center fielder, number 6.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just missed above the zone. The set and the 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a two-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a two-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a two-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
From the stretch. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Brewers 3 and the Mets 1. So striding forward now, Michael Conforto, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1-0 the count. Look out, 2-0 now.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, J.D. Davis. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0.
Well, that's off the plate.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Two balls and a strike. The 2-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. There's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Runner goes, lifted into center field. After it is Cain, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The left fielder, number 52, Joe Hibbett. That's today.
At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes 0 for 2 for him to this point.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets strand 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Edwin Diaz will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tomas Nido is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 3, Tomas Mcneil.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Diaz, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. High and deep down the left field line. A ball that's carrying. And he makes the catch in the corner.
The first baseman, number 8, Braun.
Stepping up now, Ryan Braun. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
The 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
He's set, and the 3-0 offering. And he gets the call there, 3-1. And this one misses to Braun. It's ball 4.
The batter, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Now to the plate, Omar Narvaez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
2 balls, 1 strike, count.
And there's a base hit on the line. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And tack on 1 more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Here's Jed Jerko now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Looking to minimize the damage here. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Cespedes. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Mets 1. In now, Tomas Nido. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes.
Outside.
The 1-0 home.
Nope, outside.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-2.
Helpful.
Now the payoff pitch home. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And it's fouled away. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
2 high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Ready for another chance? Jeff Mcneil, 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's it.
To first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Touché, sir. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 9th inning coming up. Brewers are out in front, 4-1. Jerry's Familia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Keston Hiura will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 2 home runs and 3 driven in. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. From the stretch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. And he takes a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A dive, but he's back. At the plate, Brock Holt, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Holt hits a little over the 270 mark. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Runner at first here, one man out. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Brad Brock enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
New York Mets, number 29, Brad Brock.
In is Christian Yelich. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0 is a fastball that misses.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
First and second now, one man out. That one's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Has a look. Now the pitch.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And he fouls this one off.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Payoff pitch one more time. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hard liner toward short. A dive and he knocks it down. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Standing in now, Ryan Braun. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Omar Narvaez, and their runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Brewers forced to settle for one. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Milwaukee leads it 5-1. Ray Black will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Ray Black.
Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
The first baseman, Pete.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
To third. Jerko has it. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the 9th. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. One out, nobody on. Swing and a liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You know, Dero, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Robinson Cano will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch here for the final out, and the Brewers have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brandon Woodruff earns his first win of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Jacob Degrom pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.